Okay, welcome to another video from linuxin.com. In this video, we are going to show you that how you can run Wine on your current Ubuntu system. So this is Ubuntu 19.04 and we are going to install Wine on it. So you can say that what Wine is and why do we need it? So the answer to your question is that Wine basically allows you to run applications from the Windows platform to your Ubuntu platform. So for example, Notepad++, it's only available for Windows, right? So you can also run it on Ubuntu using that Wine application, okay? So in short, Wine allows you to run all the application, all those Windows only applications on your Ubuntu as well. Okay, so that's the short definition or description of Wine. So now let's go ahead and let's try to install it. Okay, so for that we have to follow these steps. Okay, so I'll explain to you each step as we go along. So first of all, we need to press Ctrl Alt T. We open up our terminal and let me just zoom in a little bit. And now what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to write here a command, the first command here. But wait, first of all, before writing it, what you have got to do, that you have to turn your terminal into this thing. Okay, so it is going to ask you for the password. So now basically you are a root user. Okay, so you need to turn your terminal into a root user, and then you basically, if you are using a 64-bit architecture computer, as in my case, so you have to basically convert it into a 32-bit architecture. Okay, so for that you have this first command. So don't worry, I'm just gonna paste these commands in the description so that you can actually it would be easy for you to copy them and paste them. Okay, so we hit enter and you can see that it has not given us any error. So it means that basically it has been converted into that thing, into the 32-bit architecture. So the next command is this one, to download the winehq.key. Okay, so first we would download it and then we would add it. Okay, so we download it by using this. We hit enter and you can see that it has basically downloaded and it has saved it. If you're familiar with the networking, you can see that 200 OK response, it means OK. All right, so now we would try to add it. So we'd go here, we copy this command from here and we paste it as well. So you can see that it says OK, so winehq key has been added successfully. All right, so it has not given us any error. So now let me just clear it. So if you come here, you can see that we have 3 repositories that you can add. For Ubuntu 19.04, this is the repository that you can add. If you're using 18.10, then you can add this repository. And if you're using 18.04, then you can add this repository. Okay, so don't worry, these links are going to be in the description. You can copy them from there. So we are going to copy this one, 19.04, because we are using Ubuntu 19.04. So we'll copy it, we'll go ahead, we paste it, we hit enter, and now you can see that it has started to install it. Okay, so it would take a while to install it. So what we would do, we'd fast forward this video from here. In fact, it's done. It didn't take longer. Okay, so now what we can do is that we can go ahead and we can basically update our repository. Okay, so that all the new and the latest stuff gets updated. So you can see that it is now updating the repository. So we can clear it now. So now the last command, basically it would install the stable version of Wine. Okay, there is a development version as well, but we are going to install stable version. Okay, so we paste it here, we hit enter, and you can see that it has started to install. It asks us, do you want to continue? So I'd press Y. Yes, I want to continue, and it would basically move on. Okay, it would keep on processing it. So we will wait until it completes. Alright, so Wine has now successfully, it has been installed, okay? So now what you can do is that you can go here and let me just write here Wine version, okay? Double hyphen and then version. And you can see that the stable version, the latest version that it has installed on our system is Wine 4.0, right? So this is the latest version that we have installed on our Ubuntu 19.04. So let me clear it. So now you write here winehq. So now you can see that basically the Wine has opened, okay? So you can see that it seems like a Windows software, right? So you can see here it says Windows version 7. You can select any Windows version that you want. You can even select XP, but we'd keep it Windows 7. And you can actually add any application if you want to, okay? And certainly you can do a lot of stuff from here. So let's go ahead and let's see that how we can run any of the application here, okay, on Ubuntu using Wine. So for example, there is an application called as Note++, and that Note++ is only downloadable for Windows, right? So I'd write here Notepad++, and you cannot basically there is no Linux version for Notepad++, right? So if we even go to this download section, let's see what happens. So here we have the options to download Windows for 32-bit architecture, and you can see that it is only available for Windows. So even if I try to download it, so it sends me to this page, and if I hit if I try to download it, it would download it, but you can see that here we have the .exe file, right? So this is an executable file and it cannot be run on Ubuntu. So now what we would do would come here and we'd go where this has been downloaded. So you can see that it is here. In our downloads file, okay? So now we'd right click on it and we'd press here open with other application. We'd click it and you can see that here we have the option that you can actually open it and run it with Wine Windows Program Loader. So it's selected, and when we select it, it starts the Wine. And obviously when it would start the Wine, it would say to install the Wine Mono installer. So we'd install it. And previously I think we didn't install it. That's why it is basically right now it is saying to install the Wine Mono. So now it would install it, and after installing that, it would basically run the Notepad++ application, the executable file, which cannot actually directly be run on Ubuntu, and after that it would open it up. Okay, so we will wait. So once all the installations are done, so you'll open up your Notepad++ with Wine and you would see a window like this. So the language that we want to select is English, of course. We hit OK and you can see that it gives you the window like this, and you press next. You read the terms and conditions of the software, the agreement, and then you click I agree, and then you obviously select the path on which you're going to install Notepad++. You hit next, and then obviously you create a shortcut on the desktop, and then you hit install and it would be installed shortly. So now basically you finish it and you run your Notepad++, and you'll see that okay, so now you'd see that Notepad++ has started. Okay, so it's running successfully. And I tell you what, this is a Windows application, that we are running on Ubuntu as well. So this application Notepad++, you can try it, you can check it. It is only available for Windows. It is not available for Ubuntu, and if you try to install it directly without Wine, it won't install it because the extension of it is .exe, right? So that's how you basically install Wine, and that's how you basically run a Windows application using Wine. I hope you have got the point. You have learned something new. For written articles, keep visiting our website linuxin.com, and I will see you in the next video.